Are you craving a trip on Space Mountain? Well, we've got the next best thing. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
And Patrick Dougal.
Yes.
We're going to start today with some shout-outs, because we haven't done it the last couple.
Let's do it.
Now there's a big list of them. So shout out to Feed the Birds.
There you go.
Hey Feed the Birds, what's up? Brian Nussbaum, what's up? Thanks for watching. Derek Cullen. Howdy.
What up?
Joseph Indorado, Disney fanboy. I love this kid. He's awesome. Hi, Joseph. And if you want a shout out, you know what? Leave us a review on iTunes and we'll give you a shout out.
There you go.
That's the easiest way to get a shout out. Okay? So
Done and done.
Done and done. Leave us a review on iTunes. And before we go any further, I've been getting some emails and such asking, we've been talking about the D23 prize package giveaway that we're doing. People want to know what's in it. And although it's on the website, apparently they want to see it on the show. So Here we go. For those of you listening, enjoy this audio version of seeing the prize. There's a bag.
There it is.
There it is. And inside this bag, what do we have? We have, oh, this was actually kind of cool. Did you get one of these?
I did.
The Pandora pamphlets. So this is, you know, they treated the whole Avatar Land thing as if it were a real world, and they made like a little Pandora travel pamphlet. So that's in there. Then we got some postcards, Disneyland 60 postcard, and what is it, Walt Disney Animation Short Films postcard.
Fun.
Do you have all this stuff?
Probably somewhere.
Somewhere, right. Got stickers.
Stickers.
Yeah, stickers are always good. And a light-up bracelet from Disney Vacation Club.
Light-up bracelet.
And lanyard with Radio Disney, Disney XD, and Disney Junior. Yay!
Disney lanyard.
Yay. This is like a cell phone case, a D23 cell phone pouch with, what do they call these things? Carabiners, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that. And then there's a DVC member, the lanyard.
More
Yay,
lanyards.
More lanyards. A pen. Disney Channel pen. Ooh.
Disney Channel pen.
Ooh. And then the cards, the collectible cards. I don't even know how many are here, but did you see
they
those?
are.
There's like a frenzy. Whenever, so they gave you some in your brochure for the D23 Expo, but then like randomly in random spots throughout the day, you would just see tons of people like huddle, and that was because they were giving out cards. So here's some cards.
Trading card game.
Yep, and then there's this whole button collection from Miles from Tomorrowland, which is a Disney, is it Disney Junior or Disney Channel show? Can't even remember.
I think Disney Junior.
One or the other. So there's a whole button collection.
Buttons.
So all that stuff is inside the prize package for the D23 Expo prize package. Go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, click on the contest page, and that's where you can enter. There's a few days left, I believe, so go do it now.
Yeah.
In any case, that was the business we had to take care of at the beginning. Now let's go with the news. And of course, this past weekend was Force Friday.
Yes.
And there was a major change to Force Friday since our last episode.
Yeah, at least in the Disney parks.
Yeah, because we had made an announcement that it was a $50 entrance fee, essentially, to go shopping for Disney merch. And then Disney announced, quote, due to overwhelming guest demand, end quote, they waived the fee, and everybody got their refund. And what do we think about this? I thought it was laughable.
Yeah, well, it's the thing of, I don't think there was any difference. I mean, there was some difference between, like, I guess Best Buy and Toys R Us and Target and other shopping venues. It was all free.
I was going to say,
the Disney store that was a $50, and I don't think, at least,
they did have pins and stuff.
Yeah,
and Walt Disney World had a Magic Band as well. So there was a few things that were like exclusive to. But
most of like the major things that everyone wanted could have been bought elsewhere. Yeah. So I think they realized that they're like,
So do you think it was more because of angry guests, or do you think it was more because of like no tickets were sold?
I don't know. I feel like they didn't sell enough.
They did probably, and I actually am so happy about this because look. This is not the first time Disney has thrown an event and charged money to go shop. It happens all the time. And you know what? They sell really well. I guess they're probably just more exclusive, which is the big difference in this case. But I kind of love the fact that like the general public was like, no, we're not going to do this. And it was like, okay, we have to back down because yes. It's like Newsies. We're the little guy. beats the corporation, and I love that every once in a while. So yeah, they got rid of it. It was kind of laughable. I just love that they say due to overwhelming guest demand. I thought that was a funny way of putting it.
I don't know.
That was a fun way of putting it.
I saw pictures from Once Upon a Toy in Walt Disney World, and it looked like a pretty big line.
This is after it was announced it was free, though.
Yeah. Disney. I didn't see a full picture of Disneyland's line, but I know they didn't really sell out of a lot of things that night. So.
Well, there were some big toys, and look, there's a ton. You can see them online. Yeah. There's tons of action figures.
Yeah, the biggest ones were the Black Series, like I think the 6-inch ones. They flew off like every shelf.
Really?
Yeah.
And the Millennium Falcon had several toys, but the one I thought was the coolest was the Millennium Falcon drone, which you can fly.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it, styrofoam, I guess. So it's like a lightweight Millennium Falcon that has propellers in it, and, it's just remote control, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. But, I mean, to be honest, like, I had no interest in any of it. But it's pretty cool.
And a lot of this stuff is still obviously available. Yeah. It was the main rush on that Friday, but I've seen like the Millennium Falcon at Target still.
Yeah, I was at Target the other day and I saw the shelves were not bare. They were not fully stocked by any means, but they weren't completely bare either. So there's stuff still around, and trust me, they will be replenishing it by Christmas and by the release date of the film. So nothing to worry about. But you actually went a little shopping for, I would say, what was one of the most popular toys that I saw.
Yeah, I actually went. I was like in my bed at like 11 at night on Thursday, and I was like, do I do it? And I just said, whatever, and I YOLO'd it. And I went to Target at midnight just for fun. I didn't get anything. I just walked around.
But you got in.
Yeah. Okay. There's a huge line.
Okay.
It's fun. They raffled off like 3-4 foot Wookiee things, but anyway, a day later,
I can't believe you went. Oh God, I can't believe you went.
I ran into a little friend here who's right behind me. Yay! And his name is BB-8.
BB-8.
Now there are two versions of BB-8 toys going around. One of them is the Target version. It's a little bigger and it comes with a remote control.
Oh, that's only at Target?
And that's it. And then there's the SP Hero version, which is like the Disney official one. He's a little bit, the Target one's about $79.99. The SP Heroes one's about $149.99. So $150 is a little.
This was $150?
$150, yeah.
Oh God.
And he connects with a phone that you download on any app, and then he's Bluetooth, and he does a lot of different things. You can learn to drive him around. You can set him on patrol, so he does a little patrol on his own. He does a little action moves, like he says yes and no and dances, and
he has a personality.
Yeah, he definitely. There's like a map in the app that you can like see all the different, like you can see what's going on inside. Like it's a real droid with like a personality. And actually, if other people have the app and have BB-8, you can send each other like video messages from your BB-8.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. And
help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Yeah, and then he has voice activations. If you can add that, you can tell him like to do things. So he's got his own little personality.
It's a cute little toy.
But like you said, this was one of like the most popular toys out there. It's flying off shelves. I assume it's going to be even more popular once the movie comes out, and especially around Christmas.
Well, there is a version that's like, okay, now the actual character in the film is like the size of a soccer ball, right? And isn't there a version out there, toy-wise, that's like large like that?
There's a Target.
That's
one.
the Target.
It's
one.
not. Okay. It's not like still not as big as a soccer ball. I'd say it's maybe like 2.5 times bigger than this one.
And is that remote control?
Yeah, it's
that's
like,
not app.
No. Okay. It's just straight remote control, and all you can do with that one is drive it around.
Okay. The app thing's interesting. I like that little twist on it. I'm laughing because everybody's buying these. Guys, we have no idea what this character is. He could be the next Jar Jar Binks.
No.
He could be.
No.
What if he is?
Look at him.
I don't care.
He's adorable.
He is adorable, but everybody loved Jar Jar Binks until they saw the movie.
I don't think that's true.
In any case, you got your BB-8. Congratulations.
I did.
And I wonder if anybody watching on YouTube noticed him in the background, or is your head blocking him? Noticed before you took him down. I wonder. Leave a comment below. Let us know if you did. I guess you could lie, but in any case, so Force Friday happened. It was I guess a success. I'm a little surprised that there's actually still stuff in the stores, but
I heard it was actually kind of a disaster if anyone went to a Toys R Us though, because they severely understocked everything.
Ouch.
And I've heard that there were like hundreds of people in line, and maybe only the first 15 got things.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Sorry if you went to a Toys R Us.
Did they not have a limit, maybe, of how many you could buy?
No, they just severely understocked.
Wow. Well, that was stupid.
Yeah.
You're not the only person I've heard of, though, that went at midnight and didn't buy anything. Like, I've heard several people that did that, and I'm like, that's really weird and interesting.
Just fun.
But all right. Go ahead. Okay, so moving on from there, we were talking about Halloween last week, and there is... I was a little surprised to read this. I don't know if this is the first year or not. Quite possibly not. But I hadn't heard about Aulani does a little Halloween thing.
Oh, okay.
And they call it... I can't pronounce it. Ho-Olaula... I guess.
Yep.
That's what it says. And it selects Saturday evenings in October. It's pretty simple, just face paintings and balloon artists and games and prizes and dancing. But one thing that I know you love, which is what
characters and Halloween outfits.
Characters and Halloween costumes. And I was surprised by this, to be honest. I didn't think, I knew Aulani decorated for Christmas and stuff, but I didn't know of them doing Halloween events. So that's kind of cool. But moving on from there.
Yes.
There is something so cool happening at Disneyland.
Yes.
With the Jungle Cruise Sunrise Safari Breakfast.
So cool, yet so expensive.
Yeah, okay. Let's tell how much it costs at the end. But let's see what you're getting for this. First of all, this is running from September 21st through December 2nd on select dates. You can book them online now. But you're eating breakfast in the ride. So in the African area, which I guess is where the rhinos are and the lions and everything, I guess they're setting up tables and stuff among the animatronics. It's certainly not going to be in the water. And you're eating breakfast in the ride. This is cool.
In the water.
in the water. It's kind of like Blue Bayou, but not.
No.
But it's so cool. I love it. And then after you eat breakfast, and what were the foods? It was pretty traditional.
Traditional, normal breakfast food. Pastries, eggs, bacon, whatever.
Breakfast yumminess. So that's cool. But then after that, do you know what you do after breakfast?
You get on a Jungle Cruise boat, but there's no skipper because you are the skipper.
You go through skipper training. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, and then after they do give you a tribal mask as a gift. So it sounds like a cool, unique experience. I actually didn't take note of what time this is.
It's early.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's early before park opens, or is Jungle Cruise not open for a couple hours at the beginning of the day?
I believe there's both times.
Okay.
I'm sure maybe there's an hour or two delayed opening.
Well, I can't imagine that it can fit all that many people.
Yeah, it's very select.
It's very limited. Probably 50 people. It would be my guess for the breakfast and then the training and whatever, which is why the price tag is...
super expensive.
How much?
$300.
$300 for this experience. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty... unique.
I'm good.
You're good?
To me, I would be... Just because I've done a spieling attraction before, and to me, if I was a Jungle Cruise skipper, I'd be like, these folks are paying $300 to do what I get paid to do.
Yeah, no, I get you there.
Hilarious.
I will say, I think I would rather skipper Jaws than I would Jungle Cruise, but that's... it's a cool, unique experience, and they don't seem to be... Here's the thing. I remember as a kid having a lot more breakfast options in the parks. Tony's restaurant in Magic Kingdom, oh my God, they're not even open for breakfast anymore, are they? They used to have the most killer breakfast. We would go every year that we went to the park. They had a breakfast calzone that was to die for. And then they stopped, and I felt like they were trying to encourage people to eat at their hotels. And now I feel like they're trying to bring it back to the parks with these interesting, unique experiences, because over at Walt Disney World at the Disney Hollywood Studios, the Sci-Fi Dine and Theater is getting breakfast.
Yeah. Which
is... I don't know why all of a sudden. I mean, they must have...
And then again, earlier this year, Beer Guest.
Yeah. And then, wasn't there another one too? Or I don't know. But Sci-Fi is a new announcement. Sci-Fi Dine and Theater, if you don't know about it, why don't you describe it? It's so cool. I love it.
So basically, it's in Hollywood Studios. It's by the ABC commissary. and all the tables are actually cars. So you get in this little car table, and there's a bunch, like a normal drive-in, and it's facing like a movie screen where they show different movie clips and stuff like that. So.
Really cheesy old sci-fi movie clips.
So it's a fun atmosphere. It's like dark in there. They have real good milkshakes.
It's very quiet too. Like they do a very good job keeping it quiet because everybody's watching the movie. So my question with the breakfast is, once again, pretty traditional breakfast from what I saw. Much more affordable, $23 or $12.99 for kids. This is a test as well. It's November 1st through January 23rd, so I guess if it goes well, they'll continue it. Didn't Beauty and the Beast start as a breakfast test, and now it's standard?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's funny that they test them. I assume they'll always do well.
This is the first time they actually have the standard breakfast in there as well, because they did for the past 2 years, and continuing on because I think it was so successful, had the Star Wars Weekends breakfast in there.
Okay.
So that they had 2 breakfasts for Star Wars Weekend. The one in which is normally the like Disney Junior breakfast area towards the front of the park. That was the Fab 5 Star Wars character breakfast.
Oh.
And then the one in
we better get them.
The one in Sci-Fi was like the traditional character Star Wars breakfast, so you could choose.
Do you think we're gonna get the Fab 5 Star Wars characters during the Season of the Force?
We'll see.
I really hope so. So my question with the whole sci-fi breakfast, number one.
Yes.
Do you think the lighting will change? Because in there it's nighttime. It's always nighttime. Do you think it'll be sunrise?
No, I think it's gonna be whatever they had for the Star Wars breakfast.
I think they should make it sunrise. I think it would be so beautiful. Like if the sun was just peeking over, and I think that'd be nice. I think they should really do that.
Okay.
And I wonder if the film will be different. Maybe more bright.
I do think they had Star Wars playing.
Okay.
But who knows?
Cool. So that's happening, and let's see what else is going on. And earlier in the season, I guess, we mentioned something cool that Disneyland's doing. I really love these Main Street Enchanted Windows.
Yes. And
they keep... Well, the weird thing was I expected them all to be finished by the July 17th, 60th anniversary, but they're not. They're releasing them like one at a time. And right now there's 3 available. There's Cinderella, there's Peter Pan, and there's the newest one, I believe, is Princess and the Frog, correct?
Newish.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I actually... Just this weekend, I watched all 3 of them.
They're so beautiful, and we've got 3 to go. So we've got Aladdin, Frozen, and Toy Story to look forward to. I feel like Toy Story won't fit in. Like,
yeah, it's like it's the only Pixar one.
Yeah, it's the only Pixar. It's a little weird. But
I feel like they should have done like Little Mermaid or something.
Oh, Little Mermaid. Yeah, but these windows, Pocahontas. You're mentioning all ones that like were there before, but that's all right.
Well, they had like half windows.
These are so much more elaborate than anything you've seen. First of all, you're looking at these windows and they're beautiful, so you stay there for a couple minutes, and then all of a sudden they completely transform to a brand new scene. I was looking at, I kind of forgot that they did this, and I was looking at the new newish Princess and the Frog one, and then all of a sudden, like,
it like breaks in half,
completely splits and disappears, and then like the riverboat pops up. These are like super intense, awesome pop-up bugs.
Yeah.
I highly suggest if you're going to Disneyland, make sure you see these. Make sure you see the transformations. I am curious to see, now I haven't seen this happen yet, but how quickly they break down. Because I'm sure at some point we're just going to see it stuck on one of the scenes.
Oh, I've seen, like, the Cinderella one, the dancing scene that it does.
Takes a while.
So long, and then it flips over for the transformation scene, which happens, like, once, and it's done in, like, 2 minutes and switches back. So
the transformation scene is pretty cool because you've got Cinderella, and then through, like, I don't know what kind of, I guess, projection, reflection technology that she transforms into the dress with the fairy godmother and stuff. It's really beautiful. I can't stress enough. Like, check out the windows when you're at Disneyland on the Emporium.
Yes.
And we've still got 3 to go. So it's pretty awesome.
Hopefully for the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, God, the better be. Goodness gracious, oh my God, the end of the year is almost here. Hopefully by the end of the 60th anniversary celebration.
We'll get it.
So,
but then they'll change them again.
Then they'll be like, yeah, for the 61st, we're doing this. But, you know, it'd be cool if they did them based on attractions. Like, imagine if there was an Indiana Jones Adventure one. That would be super cool. That'd be really fun. I like that. Anywho, they're not doing that.
No.
They're doing the animated films, but they're very cool. I also want to mention, guys, okay, so if this is on Wednesday, next Monday and Tuesday, PBS, we've talked about this slightly on the show, is airing a special. There's a series on PBS called American Experience, and they're doing a documentary about Walt Disney's life.
Yeah.
This is extensive. This is 4 hours long, so it's 2 nights, 2 hours each night. You've seen little clips, right? I went to like an early, not screening, but like presentation of it where they showed us a bunch, and it's going to be fantastic. The best documentary of Walt Disney I know right now is called Walt, the Man Behind the Myth, which is back there somewhere. And it's it's very good. But it was the cool thing about the PBS documentary is PBS went to the Walt Disney Company and said, we want to do an American experience on Walt, but you cannot be involved. So basically what I've seen, Bob Iger has not seen yet. The company will not be seeing it until it premieres on television. I think this is important for a documentary because, of course, you know, look, Walt Disney was a human, and there's sides that the company hides and such.
Yeah.
But the reality is that they trusted, excuse me, they trusted PBS enough to do this documentary, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. They're gonna show his frozen body.
No.
Under the castle.
No, they're not.
That's not real?
That's not real.
Oh, okay.
No, only real stuff in the documentary.
Oh.
So it's pretty, I'm looking really forward to it as a Disney history buff, and it's pretty cool. So definitely check that out Monday, Tuesday, the 14th and 15th of September.
Yes.
So there's that. And also wanted to mention a little milestone, a little movie called Inside Out had. And it passed $700 million in the global box office. Woo. That's pretty epic.
Yes.
It makes it the 5th highest grossing Pixar movie and the 7th highest Disney animated picture. So, and it hasn't even opened everywhere yet. There are countries where this movie still has not opened. So
my favorite thing about that I've seen about this movie in different countries is, you've probably seen this as well, but in the scene where she's eating broccoli and she's like disgusted by it, in Asia they changed it to green peppers because apparently broccoli's like good over there.
Well, I mean, I have nothing against broccoli.
But yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
So like they actually they animated a different scene.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was just like a blob of green, and like in each country, like in America just pretend it's broccoli, and in Asia pretend it's bell peppers or whatever. That's so weird.
Yeah.
What is it? Bell peppers or
It's just like green,
jalapeno peppers?
No, it's just like sliced green peppers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Any other switches that you know of?
I don't know.
That's so funny. I want to get the DVD from China.
You can see it online.
That should be a special feature. The different countries' food
discuss.
Yeah. Oh, really interesting. Huh. That's a fun little tidbit. Where'd you read that? Boop, boop.
Internet.
Nice. Very specific of you there. Let's see. Also, guys, the Muppets are coming. September 22nd is so close, it's ridiculous. They pushed out these viral videos that they're calling them viral videos. I don't know if they really went viral, but it's a cool little ad campaign, and they're basically mixing in with all of the different ABC shows, and it's a pretty fun thing. You should check it out. I don't fast forward commercials on television, so I don't really know if they're on TV. I would assume they are.
I don't have cable,
but they're all over the internet. So check them out just because the Muppets are awesome. I'm so excited for them. My mom actually said to me the other day, she's like, Jeff, when does that Muppet show? My mom is not like a big TV watcher, and my mom's excited for the Muppets. I was like, really? That's kind of awesome. Like, rock and roll, this better work.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. This better work.
Watch it.
Yeah, September 22nd on ABC. I think after Fresh Off the Boat. I watched all those ads. I should probably know that for sure. I'm pretty sure it's after Fresh Off the Boat. Another thing that I want to mention is Disney PhotoPass enhancements happening at Walt Disney World. And, God, this is becoming a big My Disney Experience thing, which is it just me or is it too much? Is My Disney Experience too much? It's too much.
I don't use it. So
yeah. And even when you were an annual pass holder, would you use it then?
Yeah, I would use it. Like, it's very. There's like pros and cons to it.
Well, I think it's definitely built for the tourists more than the annual pass holders. But I don't know. It's overwhelming is the word I would use. when trying to use it. And I'm so confused because there's My Disney Experience, then there's FastPass Plus, which is part of My Disney Experience, and then there's the PhotoPass, which is part of My Disney Experience, and I feel like there's something else that's part of it. It's just such a huge umbrella of stuff. But in any case, there's PhotoPass enhancements. You can now view all your photos through the My Disney Experience app. Yeah. And guess what else you can do? You can purchase the Memory Maker.
Yay!
Which, do we know, have these... I mean, it must be doing well because it still exists. Yeah. But have the prices gone up?
I have no idea.
I think it was $200, right?
Maybe.
I think it was $200, maybe $150, but I think it was $200 or $199, where you're essentially every PhotoPass photo that's taken of you, you own. You can download, and I think they'll even give you a disc of it, or maybe you pay additional for that. I'm not sure, but I guess it's cool if you're going to do a ton of photos while you're there for the week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. But you can purchase that through the app now. And then this is kind of fun. You can find photographer locations. So I hope that means like the photographers have GPSs like on them and they're just like tracking
Where are you?
Yeah, you can like see them walk slightly. That'd be fun. And then let's see, you can link your Disney PhotoPass cards as well. Okay. So there's tons of stuff. And then, if you have Memory Maker, you can actually download the photos on the phone and do this whole social media share thing, which is like, they should let you do that for free anyway, because it's just advertising for them. But that's all coming to the Disney PhotoPass enhancements for My Disney Experience. So I think that's it for the news this week. Anything you want to add?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yay. So I guess that means it's trivia time. Okay, shall I go first or shall you?
You can go first.
Okay, well, we were talking about Force Friday.
Uh-huh.
And how all these toys were on the shelves and everything. And, of course, it's Star Wars, so it's huge. But this isn't anything new. Star Wars toys and merchandise have been huge since the beginning of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. But there was something very particular about when the first film came out, when the original Star Wars came out, about their merchandise. When they started selling their merchandise and toys for it. Do you know what is so unique and specific and interesting about those toys?
It was Hasbro?
It may have been, but that's not what I'm getting at.
The packaging?
The packaging, yes. What about it?
The way it was packaged?
And, well, here's the thing. They sold empty boxes because they did not know that this film was going to be what it was. And they could not have the toys ready for Christmas. So they actually sold empty boxes with the promise of early in the new year, you would turn in the empty box and get the toys.
Got it.
Isn't that crazy?
Cool.
Is that cool? I think that's weird.
Yeah.
It's essentially you pre-ordered. But yeah, they had no concept of the fact that this Star Wars was going to be Star Wars. So they're like, we're not ready for this. And they're like, yeah, let's throw something together. And that's what they did. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You got trivia for me?
I do.
Okay. Is it Star Wars Force Friday related?
Star Wars related.
Okay. Oh God.
Let's see if you
I'm gonna fail.
It's pretty easy.
Okay.
We'll see if you can get. I'll give you a given one. I'm just gonna see if you can just throw out some 3 character names of anyone from episode 7. One of them's behind us.
BB-8.
Okay.
Well, C-3PO and R2-D2.
No, they don't count.
You're talking about new
characters.
I'm so bad at this.
Come on, you don't know the villain's name?
I don't know his name.
Villain.
Is it Darth something or other?
No.
I don't know the villain's name. Scary guy with the lightsaber that goes vroom, vroom.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Okay, that sounds familiar. But we actually haven't even decided whether or not he's bad.
Quote unquote, that's what I said.
Quote unquote bad guy. Kylo Ren. Okay, I've read these names. I can't remember these names.
You know the Captain Stormtrooper?
Captain EO.
No.
How cool would that have been? That would have been awesome.
Not cool at all.
That would have been awesome. Captain. It's like 4 letters, right?
No.
There's another character that's 4 letters, I think. But I don't know.
Well, you tried.
Captain Kirk?
Phasma.
Phasma? Who plays Captain Phasma?
Gwendolyn Christie.
All right. Well,
From Game of Thrones.
I'm telling you, I cannot remember, like, Star Wars planets, names, I don't know.
New trivia, what's the name of Star Wars Episode 7?
The Force Awakens.
Yeah!
Did you think I wasn't going to get that? There's a good potential. Well, let's go through all of them. Wait a sec. Star Wars Episode 1 is, wait a sec. Episode 1 is The Phantom Menace. Episode 2 is Attack of the Clones. Episode 3 is, something Sith. Return of the Sith or Revenge of the Sith? Revenge of the Sith. And then episode 4 is A New Hope. Episode 5 is Empire Strikes Back. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Episode 7, Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Boom.
Almost didn't get it.
No, what are you talking about? I was so there. That was fantastic on my part. In any case, guys, thank you for watching and listening. Of course, you can connect with us on places like
Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and Tumblr and SoundCloud and iTunes.
Yay! And you can find all of that at
DisneyCoastToCoast.com.
Yay! Such a good job. Everyone, thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next week. Have a fantastic week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
And of course, Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy, which I love more than you probably should. Like, I love it so much.
It's scary.
It
At least the first time, like, I wrote it.
Yeah.
Whew.
My whole thing with it is I don't know about you, but I've written Space Mountain enough that I know exactly how the track's going to move based on musical cues. That goes out the window with Ghost Galaxy.